What's going on, boys and girls? Welcome back to another Echocalypse video. Alright guys, two things I want to cover today. Number one, the brand new event, the Arms Race for free-to-play players. I know a lot of you guys are brand new, so you haven't seen this. This is the next upcoming event happening right after the preparation race. The preparation race is going on for the first 7 days. That's allowing you to pull dupes, get yourself some units, and then pull for Zenhana's outfit, as well as other resources along the way. The second thing that's going to come out once the Goddess Araya happens, which is the 7-day event after, so the 14-day event for login, where you get Fenriru's weapon. You're going to have these arms races happening. Now, the arms race is absolutely doable as a free-to-play player. As you guys can see here, this is like completely a free-to-play account. I have not spent a penny here, and I have completed the SSR requirement here, which allows you to choose one of these following SSR weapons. I personally chose Zawa's because Zawa's, I think, is incredible. She has a 40% chance to steal a buff from one random enemy within the skill range that she does, whether it's her AoE damage dealing move or across regular active attack, but you can choose whatever you want here. Now, a couple things to note: Pan is in here and a couple other units, but some units like Audrey, Kiki, Aiken are not in this, okay? So just so you are aware, you cannot get every unit you want, but there are some very good units here. So as a free-to-play player, the way this works is you need to accumulate points by getting vibration arms. As you play the 7 days, you will unlock this. Eventually, what you want to do is when you go to the draw section, whether you do it in advance or not, it doesn't matter. As long as you possess it, it will work. You'll get yourself some modulates, pull for Aikens, try to get this out of the way. While you're doing this, you're going to get points as you get more dupes of blue, purple, and orange ones. So SSR, SR, and normal ones, and rares. And as you do that, the arms break points will start racking up. And as you can see here, I've got 4 days left and I'm already past this. So my goal next is try to get this 450. We'll see if that happens. Okay, so that's part one. For those who are wondering how pay to win this second event is, it is absolutely not pay to win. You can totally do it as a free-to-play player. I highly recommend going for Aiken's SSR version of her weapon, her vibration arms, because then you can actually summon for it in the advanced draw if you want more dupes. If you don't have it, you're going to have to wait till it comes back again. So for example, when I didn't have it and I went to the arms modulation, the heterogeneous structure here, if you clicked on this, right, you wouldn't have been able to choose it, or it wouldn't be here, sorry. But now that I've pulled on it, I believe it should pop up. Actually, no, it's still not here. So yeah, I highly recommend going for this here. Yeah, you can only get it here right now. So if you're pulling for Aiken, absolutely go for this because it's limited time. I believe once this is done, though, it will end up in here. But I think this part needs to be completed first in order to get this weapon from the other section. So event up, 80% chance. Try to go for this, try to get dupes, especially if you're working on Aiken as your main DPS like I have been doing, okay? So that's thing number one. Number two, you're also going to get yourself you're going to get this SSR arm, which is going to give you a lot of points. Plus, you're going to be able to get yourself 20 of these summons. So day, what is that, 7, 8, 9, 10. So day 10, you're going to have more options and more abilities to pull there. And then at last day, you get yourself a dupe of a character that you want. So pretty cool things to look forward to. Very free-to-play friendly on that regard. Now, the second thing is when you hit level 50, as you guys can see, I'm level 49. I'm not quite there yet. You're going to be able to unlock another mode called Liberation. Now, according to my friend Terrorizer, I'm going to jump on his account. He's going to show you guys how this works. Essentially, it is a level 50 patrol event that allows you to explore a map in different regions of the world. And it starts off with, I believe, the first region. And then you have 10 chances to fight enemies. Those chances will, over time, recover. And then as you fight those enemies, you unlock these misty areas, which you can explore, collect yourself some chests, which have a ton of resources, whether it's materials to evolve, whether it's materials to level up, or it's actual summoning materials. It's very free to play friendly, according to him. So for somebody who is struggling with summoning tokens, level 50 will unlock a section that will help you navigate through the game a little easier from a resource perspective. So what we're going to do, guys, is I'm going to jump on his account. Now, he did mention he used all of his churns, so we don't have any churns left, but I'm going to at least show you guys how the map looks, how it all works out, and what to expect from this brand new game mode, which will help a lot of free-to-play players navigate through this game a little better. And also, I just want to say, this game is fantastic, but it does take up a lot of your time. If you're running, like I play Terrorizer's account as well as my own, for the most part, because he doesn't really care about playing. He just likes spending money on these things. But it's pretty crazy to note that the game does take a lot of your time. So this game is pretty much asking you to make it your main game as a gacha game. So a lot of people I've started to notice how demanding the game is from a time perspective and how many game modes there are. And also on top of that, not only how many game modes there are, but also how many various different things you can do in the game. And also how many different tokens there are. Just crazy amount of tokens you can use. So yeah, guys, there's a lot going on in this game. So it's definitely not easy to spend all that time doing this. But you know what? At the end of the day, I think it's personally worth it. The game is fantastic, and I wouldn't trade it for anything else right now. So for me personally, love it. Again, I'm enjoying every bit of this, but I know some people are short on time, and it does demand quite a bit, and I totally understand where you're coming from. All right, let's jump on Terrorizer's account. I'm going to show you guys how this new mode works. All right, guys, back here again. So we are on Terrorizer's account. You guys can see this maniac has 3.13 million power. Yeah, it is what it is. Every time I log on his, I feel so much weaker than mine. So let's go ahead and talk about what we were referring to in the last segment of the video, which was the new Liberation Stage. So as you can see here, he's level 51, and this is what happens. So grants faith points, nutrition solutions, S Elementium, which is your summon Elementium, multi-core Neolith mattresses, or matrices, I don't know, and affinity gifts. So quite a bit of different things you can get here. You can see here the fatigue level takes a while to restore. This is what I was referring to, but this was section 1 of the campaign. So he's completed that part of it right here, or I guess it's right here. I'm going to go back. Here it is. Number 1, zone completion, right? You can see it says clear. Now he's done that, and as you progress through this, you're going to get yourself also these multi-core Neolith matrices, which let you obviously level up your Neolites, which are important. So you're going to be able to complete that. But within the actual zone, there are also different rewards you can get. So let's just go into zone 2, and you guys can see what I was referring to, right? It's like a map here with mist, and as you progress through the mist, you guys can explore and fight enemies. Now, the enemies require you to use fatigue, apparently. So when you see an enemy, you have to beat it. You can't go around it. There's no way. Like, so for example, I'm going up here. I believe there was a chest that he got in this area here. Chests do not take fatigue points, but chests will give you the resources we were just referring to, right? So unfortunately, there's something blocking his way from going further. So I'm just going to keep going here. See, explore if you missed anything. He did not. And you guys can see here, it's very similar to like the event map right now that we're doing in the Cerulean event, right? So as I'm progressing, you guys can see that nothing's still available, but when we go up a little further, there's an enemy. There's Mori, and you can see I can click on here as much as I want, but there's no way to pass this enemy and explore further in the map unless I beat this enemy. So the fatigue will happen the next hour and 13 minutes. So the progress campaign is 40 out of 360. You need to get all of the treasure chests, as well as beat all the enemies, complete all the assigned requirements, to finish this whole thing up. And then once you've completed this, you'll get yourself the liberation rewards as well as go on to the next stage. So this is going to be a long-term event, not something that's going to be around for a while, but you can see here, once you clear this, you can enter the next area. So this is, again, meant to be almost an end game piece of content for exploration and mapping. Now, in terms of what you can get here, you can see vacant, vacant, vacant. No one's completed any of these. Faith procurements, if we go to the procurement shop, here's what's available to you, and this is kind of cool. So weekly, you can get yourself 2 summoning tokens for 3,500 a pop, which is, I mean, quite a bit, but I mean, over the week, you should be able to accumulate those points in order to get this done. You can get yourself random R affinity bags, nurture solutions, which is required to growth of elementals can noticeably accelerate their growth. I'm not sure what this is. Born from, yeah, I don't think we have anything currently that allows us to even use this. So there's these solutions that are available. Of course, the multi-core Neolith matrices, random and affinity gifts, and also nurture solution 2s. Again, no idea what Elemonos is. I don't think I even got to that point in C to know what that is. I think that's another form of weapon or item that can be used for your units. So there you guys go. That's the new thing to look forward to on Chapter 50. Again, very good for free to play because it allows you to have a different resource or a different method of collecting yourself summoning tokens, not only through the faith procurement, but also through the stages themselves, all right? So for free to play players, once you hit 50, you have another avenue now to summon, so don't stress too much about it. I know it's not easy to collect the gems in order to do that, as well as the tokens, but these are different ways for us to continue getting summons through this game and keeping it semi-free-to-play friendly for the PvE aspect of things at the very least. All right, guys, Payne, hope you enjoyed the video. I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Take care.